examples of unilateral exercises which are essential for maintaining good posture, working with your biomechanics to avoid injury and make sure the body in balance are as follows. So we're going to start with lower extremities. So I'm going to teach you some for the lower part of your body. So bum and legs, hips. Moves that you can do for beginners, and you can use a sofa to help you get up with this, are doing a simple thing like kneel to standing. So from a position like this, make sure your coccyx is tucked under, shoulders back, chest lifted. You transfer the weight onto the heel of the foot, and from this position here, you're going to stay nice and low, squat down, and then come back down again. So what you do, this is a great exercise for really getting your bottom activated, working on those hip stabilizers to take the weight. Your hamstrings and also your quads are going to work here. So really defining the legs. And then you just change to the other side. Next unilateral exercise you can do without any need for any equipment. It's a split squat position. So this looks like a static lunge. So if you do it from the floor here, what you do is you push this knee out over the little toe and make sure that you cannot see the knee coming over the toe. You come up 3/4 of the way, drop that knee back down, touch the knee back down to the floor. I would do 20 repetitions in this position and then change to the other side. I had to be filming when the bin men came, didn't I? Okay, so an exercise to work the inside of the legs, again working in that unilateral position, is to pivot from the hips. So we're not bending from the back like this, and we're not doing some weird rotation and sliding the leg in. We simply, from here, step out on the leg, pivot, slide the leg in. Step out, pivot from the hips, so take a bow, slide the leg back in. Now you can, if you've got a wood floor, do it with socks on, and if you want to increase the resistance, working the inside of the thighs here, you can use like a wet tea towel or a damp cloth to give you that drag to work a bit harder on the inside of the thigh, and then you'd go to the other side. To work the abductors from a standing position, so to work through here to the side of the glute into here and the outside of the legs for definition, strength, and to stabilise the hips. Resistance bands are great for doing things like ladders, so you can do a side step position. I tend to do a sequence, so I start with 1, then I go 2, all the way up to the number 10 to really get these muscles in here fired up and working. You really feel this in your glute medius. An exercise that's absolutely amazing for working through your hamstrings and getting a burn in your bottom is actually, it's almost like a staggered lunge position where you're going to step back into a lunge, but we take a bow from the hips here, we squeeze the glutes and step the foot forward, so all this activation is going through your derriere and also into the insertion point of your hamstrings. So again, step back, keep the hips square, squeeze the glute, come up. Notice my front leg is not straightening. I'm not doing this, and I'm not tapping my foot back like this. I'm pivoting from my hips and again taking that bow, squeezing the glute, coming up, and then I'll change to the other side. And again, you know, repetitions is based on your fitness level. The slower you do the exercise, the better, because it's time under tension to really get those muscles working. Really simple, easy to follow exercise routine, work at your own pace. If you're starting as a complete beginner, then you will need something like a foam roller or a piece of furniture to help stabilize your balance. Really important. First exercise, I would use a sofa to help lean against, to help you get off the floor, and just work with your own body. Do as many repetitions as you can. The most important thing is keeping it the tempo the same on each side. Don't just go, oh, well, that's easier, or that's harder, and not give the same time under tension and the same amount of repetitions, because it defeats the whole object of trying to get your body balanced.